We are under the lights. Jacob Junis gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Hard hit towards center. Phillips is right there, one down. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, there's a lot of people hoping to see a turnaround from Yohan Moncada. He's only picked up one hit in this series, and I know this. I expect a lot more from him, and I think he expects more of himself, too. This could be the game that gets him going, though. A lot of times when these guys take overs, look out. They're just about to catch fire.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Now here's the pitch.
I got a ball, one strike.
And this is on the ground for Merrifield at second. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. It's the White Sox nothing. Royals coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Dallas Keuchel will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now the White Sox will have his terrific wheels at first to contend with right out of the chute.
Batting second, the left fielder, Anderson Miller.
Into the box now, Anderson Miller, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 8 home runs and 21 driven in. The 0-1 pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Digging in, Whit Merrifield. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Mondesi, base runner at first with 1 out. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there. But he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. In is Jorge Soler, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. And a dive, but he's back. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Mondesi rounds the corner and is headed home. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Head-to-head passed with Dallas Keuchel. He's only 1 for 10. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Jimenez. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. So digging in now, Eloy Jimenez. He went deep last night twice. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Yanked on the ground down the line. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And I'd like to focus on Salvador Perez, the man who dons the tools of ignorance behind the dish. He's a clubhouse leader. He's one of the best pitch framers in the game. He's like a soft blanket back there for this pitching staff.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. And they'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the power bat of Edwin Encarnacion. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Line down the left field line, but this will be foul. 1-1 now to Encarnacion. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
Behind 0-2 now. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. The inning is over. Stepping up now, Salvador Perez, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's another 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
2-2.
Hit in the air to right field. Mancini moving back. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Jose Abreu. We know the bat plays, the ability to drive the ball out opposite field, no problem. But I don't think people realize how soft this guy's hands are at first base, constantly bailing his other infielders out.
In now, Ryan O'Hearn trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Well, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
The payoff pitch one more time. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Brett Phillips is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. Behind 0-2 now. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 1 left for.
Back now at Kauffman Stadium, home of the Royals, who've benefited from solid pitching all season long. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, it's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones. Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun. Matt, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Mazzara tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yohan Moncada. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Sliced hard on the ground, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So with that, the top of the 3rd inning will continue at least 1 more batter.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Standing in now, Danny Mendick, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And this is on the ground for Merrifield at second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's back to the top of the order now. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around a leadoff walk.
Mazara is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Anderson Miller. He's been great lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award. 1-0 the count. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
The count now at 2-2. Keuchel into his motion. Here comes the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. KC down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless.
Leading off for the White Sox, the shortstop.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Eloy Jimenez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 0-1 the count. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Over the bullpen and gone.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. So they're going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
No balls and a strike to count. A 1 pitch on its way. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is...
And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. The count is full, 3-2 to the White Sox DH.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Abreu with good wood on that one, but this will hook down the left field line and out of play. 1-2 now.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing island.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. The runner from first crosses the plate. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
They say when it rains, it pours, and it's pouring out there right now. Drives in 2 more with that shot, making it 4 runs in the inning. This inning is starting to get away from him.
Jesse Hahn answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter. So here's Yoan Moncada as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Yoan Moncada. 4 runs here in this half inning. Popped foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Danny Mendick would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. And oh, that gets him on the mound. And he is in there. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Phillips is on his horse. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 9 men come to the plate. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Jorge Soler. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Two and 0 now.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 2-2. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now here it comes. Line toward right center. Therefore it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
Hunter Dozier digging in now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Drives it out to deep right center field. Mancini moving back, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate. And that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking.
Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now.
The batter, number 7, designated hitter, Michael Franco.
Stepping in now, Michael Franco, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
Mowing away with that one. It's 1-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 4-1 game.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, Dero. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
3-2, a full count to the Royals center fielder. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. This is flared out towards second, and this is taken for the out. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch. And that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen. And they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. The 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
And they'll add 1 more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Scott Barlow, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Takes this the other way to right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first down. Settling in now, Edwin Encarnacion. And a curveball in for a strike. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
2 strikes.
Fouled off.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
Miller is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Striding in, Jose Abreu, 0 for 2 for him to this point. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation, I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
And a breaking ball freezes him. Strike 3 called, and the side is retired. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break about the Royals' offensive production to this point, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Two balls and no strikes to the Kansas City left fielder.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. And he fouls this one off. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So striding in, Whit Merrifield. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3. They're down here 5-1. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. One out for Chicago here in the 6th, and that'll bring up Yasmani Grandal. Eric Skoglund, the tall right-handed reliever, takes over pitching duties out of the bullpen now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit the other way out toward right field. There to pull it in is Soler, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import Yoan Moncada. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
The 1-1 is a fastball down below the knees.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
The second baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. From the belt, the pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Moncada is on his way home. He scores. And it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Wow, they're hitting on all cylinders as the lead increases to 5 now. Nice job there to drive the ball into the gap and turn on the Jets for a triple.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Misses. Ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I gotta believe he's...
And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's now 7-1. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
The pitcher hadn't recovered from the sting of giving up a triple, and then he gets belted for a double. The lead grows, and the guy on the mound is probably wondering.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the... Bottom of the 6th inning now, and digging in is the outfielder, Jorge Soler.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Fouled away. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
1 out, nobody on. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Lazar is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game. Into the box, Trey Mancini. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. One and two now.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And another foul ball. And he fouls this one off. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
The 1-2. Gets him looking, strike 3. So stepping in, Edwin Encarnacion. He flew out in his last at-bat. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1-2. Digging in now for Kansas City, Maikel Franco. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Now batting.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing, and O'Hearn sends this one high in the air and out to deep right field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Dane Dunning enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And it's fouled away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Liner in there for a base hit.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Bueller, this pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit softly down the line at first. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
The batter, number 15.
Stepping into the box, Whit Merrifield. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Headed after it is Mazzara, and he makes the catch as just the one run comes across in the inning. Well, the Royals draw. All set for the start of the inning, and that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazzara. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. And this will be fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Fouled away. Weak roller right side. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Ready for another chance? Yasmani Grandal. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Up next for Chicago, Danny Mendick. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Here comes the 0-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. In at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Dozier picks it up, and not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. Sox get leading off the inning, Jorge Soler, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The right fielder, Jorge.
And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Stepping in, Hunter Dozier is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. 1 out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this pitch is swung on and missed, and the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, 2 away. And up steps Salvador Perez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Strike 1 to start the at bat. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning. Standing in, Eloy Jimenez. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. Here it comes. And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now at the plate, Trey Mancini. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. Starts him with the knuckle curve high for ball one. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Bases are empty, one man out. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at bat here. The 2-2 one more time. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. And he chased it in the dirt. Perez corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Mancini is retired, 2 down now.
The batter, the designated
Digging in, Edwin Encarnacion. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Behind 0-2 now. This is popped up. O'Hearn is there, and the side is retired. White Sox able. Jay Spry, a 6'1" southpaw, will be the one that gets the call from the bullpen here. Striding forward now is the DH, Maikel Franco, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
That evens it up 1-1. Fouled off. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fry is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. 3-2 to the Royals' designated hitter. He's set, and the payoff pitch. And he fouls this one off. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Number 66.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2.
That's the ball.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Digging in and looking for more, Brett Phillips. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, if I'm on the mound, I'm going even further out of zone on this next pitch.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Mendick ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting, number 27.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Adalberto Mondesi. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over. A 9-2 finish.